What is up, my veggies? My name is VeggieTales Raymond, and welcome back to another movie review. And today we're going to be reviewing a movie called Norbit, which came out back in 2007, which is probably my favorite comedy starring Eddie Murphy. That's not including Shrek, by the way. But this movie is very funny. Eddie Murphy plays three characters in this movie. He plays Norbit, Rasputia, and Mr. Wong, he plays three bizarre and funny characters. This movie is definitely one of my favorite movies. Definitely one of my favorite comedies. It's got a fun plot, and I wouldn't really say it's a save the place plot, but it does have an element of that in the movie, at one spot, but it's not really that plot. I really wouldn't say this movie falls into very many cliches. I'd say it's very original. I can't really know if there's certain things that have came out before or after, because this movie did come out a while ago. But I don't think I've really seen. I don't think I've really seen anything like it. I have seen movies where actors play the same multiple characters. Like example would be, with live action, there's actually quite a few examples. Not that I can think off the top of my head. But in animation, I can tell you a few. South Park is one where there's a lot of characters a lot of people that voice one same character. I don't know. One person that voices a lot of the characters is what I meant to say. Sorry, my mind blanked there for a minute. But this movie is very funny. It's got good comedy. I don't think there's ever really a dull joke. Like, there are some jokes that I see that don't hold up now, but they're still funny, because when I grew up with this movie. I saw it, I've probably seen it at least 100 times by now. I've always wondered, like, a lot of these old movies, like, how many times have I actually seen them? But, it's got one of the funniest plots I've ever seen, and one of the most likable characters I've ever seen, because Norbit is a great main character. I'm glad it follows along with him. And his whole relationship with Rasputia, and it's funny, and his actual love interest for the movie being Kate is actually a very believable relationship, even though he plays an over-the-top character. He's very funny and very likable. See, a character like this can come across very annoying, but it actually really, really works in this movie because, one, Norbit is likable, like I said, and there's a good balance between some characters. There are definitely some dull characters in this movie, but there's no major characters that are dull. Like, two of the brothers, two of Rasputia's brothers aren't very big, but then there's one of the brothers that gets more screen time than the other, but then there's the third brother that gets the more screen time than all of them. All the time I think about that actor, I think of him playing Chris's dad in Everybody Hates Chris, if you know that show. That's the actor. I don't know the actor's name, but he's in it. He gets more screen time and more focus than any of the other brothers do. But then there's the other brother who has to stay and watch Norbit. He gets a little bit more screen time, and the other guy doesn't get a lot of screen time. And I do like the little backstory of Norbit when he's an orphan and growing up, and Kate being adopted and all that, and him growing up to meet Rasputia. I hope I'm saying her name right. I'm pretty sure I'm saying her name right. And them getting together, and them wind up getting married and everything. And there's a lot of funny lines in this movie. One of my favorite being when they first get where Rasputia and Norbit first get married, and they go, "Open your mouth." I used to quote that all the time, and if you've seen this movie, you know Rasputia has her iconic line, "How you doing?" And someone, I think either my brother or maybe it was me, I used to get that confused with Medea. No, that is that Medea? No, that's not Medea. That's this. How you doing? Yeah, that's that, right? That's Respucia, right? Yeah. Why was I getting Medea mixed up with Respucia? Why was I getting those two characters mixed up? I guess since they're both played by, I don't know. But yeah. Wow. Okay, I don't know what that was. But yeah, this movie is good fun. It's a good comedy if you just want to sit down and have a good laugh. It's nothing horrible. I wouldn't say there are any jokes that fall flat. I wouldn't say there are any jokes that are... well, there are a few, and there are... A lot of the comedy does come from Respucia, but I actually found Norbit to be a funnier character, I guess. At some points, maybe I find him more likable than Respucia. Yeah, sure, she's pretty much the funny of the movie, but... And Mr. Wong has a lot of good jokes. Those three of the characters are the ones who that hold the comedy in this movie, because one, they are all played by Eddie Murphy. And Eddie Murphy is a funny guy, and only other movies where I haven't seen a lot of movies with Eddie Murphy in it. I've seen quite a few. I haven't seen a lot. Eddie Murphy, one of the main movies, all the movies I can think of off the top of my head that I've watched Eddie Murphy in is Shrek, and Shrek 2, and Shrek the Third, and Shrek Forever After. But yeah, I would very much recommend giving this a watch. There is like this, I guess you could call it a running joke with where Respucia thinks Norbit is always messing with her seat. That's a joke that's not very funny. And with Respucia thinking she's all that is also kind of annoying at some points. But besides that, I would give this probably, I don't know why, but I feel like I should give this a solid 5. Because there aren't as many flaws as I can think. It doesn't seem as cliche. There are cliches. I think there are small cliches in here, but nothing that is very distracting. But the movie is actually executed very well, and that I love with this movie. It's hilarious, and I just love this movie to pieces. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Wait, I forgot to my rating. I give this movie a 5 out of... Did I say what I said 5 on 5, but 5 what out of 5? I guess 5. Oh, ring pops, because they do the ring pop thing. If you watch the movie, you'll understand. 5 ring pops out of 5. Because that's that good of the movie. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this this video. If you did, please tap the like button down below, subscribe, leave me a comment, and link to my Twitter, Instagram, DeviantArt, Tumblr, Dailymotion, Twitch, Musically, and Live Me will all be linked down in the description below. And do not forget to hit the notification button so you'll be notified when I upload videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!